In October 2024, an 8th grade girl asked to use the restroom during class. She chose the one on the 3rd floor. The faucets turned on by themselves, the door wouldn't open, and then a photo from 1995 made it even stranger. Every school has a place like this, a place no one can fully explain, but everyone somehow knows about. The hallway you walk a little faster through, the door you don't open unless you absolutely have to. At Desert Ridge Middle School, that place is the 3rd floor girls' bathroom, and in October 2024, Emma opened that door alone. Emma isn't dramatic. She's an 8th grader. She likes math, plays violin, and stays out of other people's drama. She doesn't believe in ghost stories. That's important, because during the first week of October, her best friend Jasmine told her something in a tone she'd never used before. Don't go to the 3rd floor bathroom alone, especially during class. Emma laughed. Why? Jasmine hesitated. Just don't. That was it. No explanation. Every school has rumors, basement hallways, old locker rooms. Stories grow because someone wants them to. Emma believed there was always a logical explanation until that Friday. It was late October, last period, history class. The kind of Friday afternoon where the whole building feels like it's already given up. Radiators ticking, fluorescent lights buzzing at a frequency just low enough to ignore, the smell of dry erase markers and old carpet that never fully aired out no matter how many windows you opened. Outside, the sky had gone flat and gray by 2 p.m. The kind of gray that doesn't mean rain, just means the light is done for the day. Emma wasn't paying attention. Mr. Calloway was walking through the causes of World War I. Again, 3rd time this unit. She had her notebook open, pen in hand, eyes forward, but her mind wasn't there. She really needed to use the bathroom. She raised her hand. Mr. Calloway nodded without breaking his sentence. She grabbed the hall pass, a laminated rectangle zip-tied to a wooden ruler, the kind that had been touched by approximately 10,000 students, and stepped out. The door clicked shut behind her. The 3rd floor hallway was a different place during class hours. Most students only experienced it between periods. Crowded, loud, lockers slamming, sneakers squeaking on linoleum. But empty, it was something else entirely. The ceiling felt higher. The walls felt closer. Sound behaved differently. Her footsteps hit the floor and came back to her slightly delayed. Not an echo exactly, more like the building was quietly repeating everything she did. The lockers lining both walls were the original ones. Dark green, dented in the lower corners from years of kicked open doors. Some had stickers half peeled off. Others had combination locks that no longer belonged to anyone. The overhead lights ran in a straight line down the center of the ceiling. One of them, about halfway down the hall, flickered every few seconds, not dramatically, just a brief stutter, then steady again, then another stutter, the kind of thing you only noticed when no one else was around. The bathroom was at the far end of the hall, past the flickering light, past the last row of lockers, past the drinking fountain that had been out of service since spring, a strip of yellow maintenance tape still wrapped around the handle. The door was heavy, original to the building probably. Dark wood frame, frosted glass panel, a metal plate across the middle where thousands of hands had pushed it open. The plate was cold. Emma pushed through. Inside were 5 stalls, all open, empty. The sinks were clean, the mirrors spotless, the paper towel dispenser full. A single window above the last sink let in what remained of the afternoon light. Pale, thin, it did almost nothing. The overhead light in here was different from the hallway, warmer, slightly yellowed, an older fixture. It hummed at a pitch just above silence. Everything looked normal, the kind of normal that, under different circumstances, you wouldn't think twice about. Emma stepped into the second stall and locked the door behind her. The latch clicked.
The hum of the light continued. Outside, the hallway was completely silent.
That's when she heard it. A slow metallic shift, like a stall hinge moving. Not wind, not pipes, a hinge. Emma froze. "Hello?" she called out. No answer. She waited. 10 seconds. 20. Nothing. Old building, she thought. HVAC system. Pipes expanding. There's always a reason. Then the sinks turned on. All 4 of them. Water rushed loudly into empty basins. Emma stepped out of the stall. No one was there, but the water was running. 4 sinks, full pressure. Her heart began to pound. She walked over and turned them off, one by one. The room fell silent again, too silent. She moved toward the exit and grabbed the handle. She turned it. The door didn't move. She tried again. Nothing. She pulled harder, then pushed. The door stayed shut. "Okay," she whispered to herself. Old building, swollen frame. It happens. She pressed her shoulder against it. Still nothing. "Hello? Is anyone out there?" Her voice sounded smaller than she expected. The 3rd floor was empty. Then she heard something behind her, a soft shift. She turned slowly. The last stall door, the one at the far end, was closed. She was sure it hadn't been before. Every stall had been open when she walked in. Now one was shut. No sound came from inside, just silence. Suddenly, the main door opened. Emma jumped. Mrs. Alvarez, one of the custodians, stepped inside, pushing her cleaning cart. "Are you okay?" "I heard someone calling." Emma looked back toward the stalls. All 5 were open. The sinks were off. Everything looked completely normal. "The door wouldn't open," Emma said. "I couldn't get out." Mrs. Alvarez frowned slightly. She grabbed the handle and turned it. The door opened easily. "There's no inside lock," she said. "They removed it last year for safety. It can't trap anyone." Emma stared at the handle, but it wouldn't open. Mrs. Alvarez shrugged gently. "These old doors stick sometimes. Dry air, pressure changes. Happens." That made sense. It had to. Emma nodded and left. She didn't tell Jasmine. That night, Emma lay in bed scrolling through her phone when she saw a notification from the school's official Instagram account. Thursday, 1995 renovation. She tapped on the photo. It showed a 3rd floor restroom, decades old. Different tiles, older sinks, but the same layout. And a girl stood beside the sinks. Her back was to the camera. The image was clear. The girl's uniform looked like the school uniform, but the colors were strangely familiar. It resembled the clothes Emma had worn that day. Probably a coincidence. Emma zoomed in. There was a mirror above the sinks. The girl's torso was visible, but in the mirror, her face was not. Where her reflection should have been, only her back was visible. Emma felt her stomach clench. She checked the caption again. Renovation completed. Fall 1995. An old comment caught her attention. Let's never forget Chen. Emma clicked on the profile. Inactive. No details. She searched the name. No official record. No clear explanation. Just scattered posts from former students on old forums. Some claimed a girl suddenly transferred in the mid-90s. Others said she just stopped coming. No one agreed on what happened, but one detail surfaced more than once. She was last seen going upstairs. Everything has an explanation. Water pressure shifts can trigger faucets. Doors can swell and stick. Old buildings make strange noises. Photos blur. Reflections distort. There is always a reason. Emma still believes that. She has to. What would she even say? The sinks turned on by themselves. A stall door moved. The mirror in a 30-year-old photo showed something wrong. It would sound like exactly what people say when they want attention. She wanted it to make sense. She went back to the photo once more. 2 days later, Sunday afternoon, she stared at it for a long time. The girl's back, the mirror, the missing reflection. Then she closed the app. She hasn't opened the school's Instagram since. Emma still walks past the 3rd floor hallway every day. She just doesn't stop. She hasn't gone back to that bathroom since that Friday. And Jasmine has never said, "I told you so." Some things don't need to be said. Some doors you only open once. The end. This story is fictional and created for entertainment purposes. Note: for more mysterious, dramatic, and horror stories, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Please share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments.